could be in the window all day, calling out for her, all night calling out for her. And then you want to be mean when she here. Just a disgrace. Hush. Leave that pretty girl alone. Alright. Out. Time to go. Go on. Howdy, rosebuds. As you can see, the madness going on right now. But welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another live video of gardening with Mike the Farmer. I am here to bring y'all another update video of garden updates, and specifically, I had a follow on my website that is miketheuniversalartist.com. Again, that is miketheuniversalartist.com. I had a follower by the name of Best Dog Stuff. They have reached out to me, shout out to you, and asked me to do a follow-up video to give y'all a more detailed description of what it is that's actually growing in my garden right now, what's coming back into season, and what kind of benefits or properties that they have. So I want to do a follow-up to that video. And again, thank you and shout out to Best Dog Stuff Ever on WordPress. So go check them out on WordPress. My website is, again, miketheuniversalartist.com. And again, if you are a subscriber, a viewer, a follower, feel free at all times to just drop any comments or questions below. I'm always happy to answer questions that you may have. So if I have any videos where y'all want any more kind of detailed information about what it is that I'm growing in my garden and what it is that I'm doing, please at all times go ahead and drop them in the comments below. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and check me out on YouTube. On YouTube, I am at Mike Universal Artist. Again, that is at Mike Universal Artist on YouTube. And subscribe if you can. It's free, and you can always get access to all of my detailed videos of gardening, farming, traveling, and more. And my website, again, is miketheuniversalartist.com, so check me out. And we're going to take a brief tour in the garden, and I'm going to give y'all a little more detailed descriptions about what's back in bloom in the season, and what kind of benefits I have in my garden. All right, give me one sec. Hey, little lady. I'm going to have to close them out because they acting foolish. Make sure that I have. Now, I will say, here it's kind of cloudy. It's been warm the last week or so, but it got pretty cloudy lately. It's about, I'd say like 56 degrees here in Philly, which is not that cold, but for right now, because we've been getting warm weather, it feels like a freeze. That's a little that you hear in the background. All right, so let's get into it. This right here. All right, this is mint. I have three types of mint growing in my garden in general. I have one growing in my yard, and then I have two growing in pots. This is the one that's in the front. This is spearmint growing. Spearmint has medicinal properties where you can boil it in some water, use it as an astringent, but it also is a pain reliever, helps reduce stress and anxiety. You can dry it and steep it in tea, or you can muddle it down as well, keep it fresh, and use it in a tea. People use it in a lot of drinks. They use it as garnish, and you can also use it in cooking if you want as well as flavoring. You can also get oil from out of mint. Oil is good, or peppermint oil is good for the summertime when you want to keep certain pests and flies and gnats away. But that's spearmint. I have peppermint growing, and then I'll show you the other mint that I have grown in this garden in a second. But that is my spearmint. When y'all see these leaves, y'all see them a lot through my garden. but these are the leaves of my strawberries that I have. I actually have purchased like a package of strawberries from a Lowe's one year. They had about 10 crown roots in that package. It cost me about $7 to $8 for it. And I planted them, and the good thing about strawberries are they have what they call runners on them. They're perennial plants, which means they'll go dormant over the winter, come back every year for you, and then when the plants are in bloom, they have what they call runners. And these are what they look like when they die off, but these runners just spread out over your garden, over the soil, and they look for a new place for a new plant to develop. And you'll eventually start to see a bunch of strawberry plants develop all over your plant, and you'll see them spread out over my garden as I go throughout. So I'll take y'all through. Um, Not only will they produce fruit, but they're also good as pollinators as well in your garden. So those are my strawberries. Um, this is this that you see starting to bloom and grow here. This is the early stages of a hyacinth. Now, normally these aren't supposed to be perennials, but I think what happened is I had some flower seeds that I had threw out last year, and they just went dormant and are starting to come back this year. I think that's why these are coming in. Normally these aren't perennial, so that's hyacinth right there. And these are really, really good in terms of pollinators, attracting bees, butterflies, and things like that to your garden to spread around pollen when you need to pollinate your plants and flowers. This is called stonecrop. Stonecrop is a good pollinator. They help to treat pain. They help to treat inflammation. And do your research as well. Anything that I'm showing y'all in here, definitely look these things up. Do your research so you can look up what they look like in bloom. I'll definitely do updates as the season grow on, and as they flower and bloom, I'll show y'all what they look like in bloom. But these are stonecrop. These are perennial flowers. They'll come back every year. I planted these in this pot maybe about 2 years ago, and every year they come back and come in bloom. But those are beautiful. I also have over here, I have some sweet willem. Sweet willem are some good pollinators. They have anti-inflammatory properties. They treat eczema. They're good for pollinating. They are perennial flowers and come back every year for you. They're good to just have oh, there's some peanuts from last year. It's just good to have a nice variety of flower bloom in your garden throughout the year. And as y'all can see, those are more the strawberry plants, and those are the runners. These are all runner plants from one main plant that you see out of the strawberries, but they spread out. I'm going to get those out there this year. Oops, sorry about that. This right here. You know what? I think I got that backwards. This is stonecrop as well. Yeah, this is stonecrop as well. This is real familiar. And then they have like a bushel of like pink or fuchsia flowers. You'll see them in a cluster. These are pretty familiar or regular for people to have in their gardens, but that's what that is as well. That's the larger form of it when it grows out. I have some growing in that pot back there, but then I have it growing up here in the front. So that's what the leaves look like. So that's how the leaves look when they're when they're growing out a little fuller. They're not in bloom yet. This gets a lot bigger, but I'll show y'all when that comes back in. These are hyacinth as well. These are farther along. These are good for pollinators, but these are much further along in terms of how they look when they're in bloom. But these are hyacinth flowers. I'm going to transfer those from my pot into the ground. But that's a perennial flower that grows back. It's actually a bulb. If I was to dig this out of the ground, it's actually a flower bulb that's under the ground. And you can remove each one of those bulbs and spread them around your garden. And they will spread on their own. They'll go from one bulb. They kind of do the same thing as the strawberry plant. So they have like runners that are underground relatively, and they just develop multi-bulbs throughout the season, throughout the years, and you'll see them spread throughout your garden. But those are hyacinth as well. Alright, so this is my green sage. My green sage and my trimming and pruning video that I uploaded on my YouTube video. That is at Mike Universal Artist on YouTube. At Mike Universal Artist on YouTube. But when I did that pruning video, this is my green sage. Green sage can be used as herbs in cooking. You can use it fresh. You can dry it down as a herb as well. Put it in a brown paper bag once you trim it and let it. Had a call come in. But you want to trim it down and let it dry in a paper bag for about a week or so, and then you can use that and break it down as seasoning as well. These also are good as an astringent. You can use this as an astringent. It has anti-inflammatory properties. It reduces swelling. It reduces stress. People break this down and use it as an oil as well. The oil can be used as an anti-inflammatory. It can be used as a bug repellent in the summer. People usually mix green sage with oregano into an oil and use it as a bug repellent in the summer. But it has many different medicinal properties. But that's your green sage. Not to be mistaken with white sage, which is the one that you dry down and burn in your house. You do not burn green sage. It's poisonous to burn. Alright, then I have, my lemon balm. I want to get a couple of good versions of the leaves. Oh, you know what? That's a better leaf back here. So that's the lemon balm. Lemon balm is another form of mint. You can dry it down in a brown paper bag like I was saying as well. Steep it in a tea. Use it as a herb in your foods. But this is good for digestion, for stomach pain, anxiety, reduces stress. It has anti-inflammatory properties as well. So you can use it fresh or dry. It smells just like lemon when you, like if you were to take these leaves and squeeze it in between your fingers, it smells just like lemon. But I grow that. It's a perennial, grows back every year. I don't really have to do much. Once you lay down the seeds and it takes root, it will grow back for you every year. And I have it not only grown in the garden, but I have it grown in the pot as well. And some people actually boil this down in some water, put that water in a spray bottle, and use it as an astringent in the house as well. But that's what that is. I have oregano. Oregano, a common herb that we use for cooking every day. But the same thing, has astringent properties, reduces inflammation. You can use it as a oil in the summertime to repel bugs, repel pests. But that's it growing. It's kind of young, but it'll grow into a nice full plant. It grows back every year for me. I don't have to do anything. The flowers on it have good pollinator properties as well, so you'll see a lot of bees and things be attracted to it. And over here in this corner, we have our hydrangea. Now, hydrangea are definitely beautiful for your garden. They add a lot of color and foliage to your garden. Most people have them in the front yard, but what they don't know is the root, or the actual root of the hydrangea, is used for urine issues. So if you have like bladder, prostate, kidney issues, urethra issues, the root of this is good to help actually not cure it, but help help reduce any issues that you have going on with your stomach, your urinary tract, whatever it may be, within that range. Kidneys, urinary, kidney, prostate. The root of the hydrangea is good for that as well. And most people don't know that. So it's not good for just adding aesthetics to your garden. It really has medicinal properties that go along with it as well. So just be mindful of that. A lot of the things that you grow in your garden, yeah, they look nice and they look pretty, but you want to research them into more detail and see how they can help you in your day-to-day. Because we go out and buy a lot of medicines in the store that we can grow right here in our garden, and I grow a lot of it. I mean, I use a lot of this in my day-to-day on a regular basis, and I want to start distributing this to folks, putting things together so y'all can bring it into your home as well. Send y'all the recipes, ways to be able to produce it at home as well. And just check it out on my website. I'll start uploading this stuff once I get my store together. And once things are more in bloom and I'm able to harvest more things, I'll be selling flower bulbs. I'll be selling dried herbs, dried roots. I'll be selling a lot of my selling and posting a lot of my ingredients and recipes as well, so look out for that. But I hope this video was helpful in terms of what it is that I'm growing in my garden, how they're helpful, how they're beneficial to you, how they have medicinal properties. Oh, I have Shasta daisy growing up there as well. So it's not just about adding aesthetics to my garden, or it shouldn't be just about adding aesthetics to your garden. Your garden can do so much more than bring aesthetic value to it. So those are some of the things that I have. Like I said, always comment below. Let me know what it is that you might want to know. If you have any more questions about gardening, farming, planting, starting your seeds, starting your flower bulbs, whatever it may be, how to put together oils, teas, whatever it may be, follow my website, subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is at Mike Universal Artist. My website is miketheuniversalartist.com. And thank you again to Best Dog Stuff on WordPress. Go and check them out. I appreciate you for commenting in the comment section, leaving me some information so I can leave some feedback with y'all, give y'all a little more information about what's growing in my garden and what I'll have. It's kind of cold out here. I want to get out of here, but I definitely wanted to bring y'all that updated video and give y'all a little more information in detail about what it is that I'm doing, what it is that I'm growing. So I hope you're having a good day, and as usual, love yourself, love one another, and keep growing for a better tomorrow. I'll see y'all soon. Come on, lady.